my life in Washington, D.C.
Mango smoothie was talking to me, and it slipped out of their hands.
Damn.
And I can't drink the mango smoothie because I'm diabetic. So
Hi, aloha. My name's Lynda, and I'm a physicist. I'm visiting from California. I teach at a small college, and I'm here to attend a conference on the development of space for the Trump administration, and the focus is, of course, weaponizing and militarizing space. Unfortunately, at this time, it seems like the powers in control of the planet want to weaponize and start conducting war in space, especially anti-satellite weaponry, so that we can take out an enemy's satellite systems if we want to. And this is a devastating development because it's really quite new. Obama implemented missile defense around the planet. It was not implemented by the Bush administration. And Bush killed the anti-ballistic missile treaty, which essentially launched this huge arms race about missile defense and weapons in space. So, you know, there's one boundary on this planet, there's one border. It's the line between the surface of the Earth and space itself, the atmosphere. And we as a people have to come together and prevent this catastrophe, this potential catastrophe from happening, and stop and prevent a war in space. Space is a place for all people. We share this planet together. It's the common boundary. We have to come together to stop this corporate assault, exploitation to develop war in space, and we got to stop it. And that's why I'm here. Shaka!
DC stands for disease control.
I'm going to take one for the road just in case I get lucky in DC. Missile defense does not work. Every physics organization, from Union of Concerned Scientists to atomic physicists, agree that it's too easy to dupe. It's not a defensive system, it's an offensive system. And the whole point is to just more corporate profits from the military-industrial complex. So we got to shut it down so that we can keep space for peace.
God bless who? President Trump? What did he do to be blessed by God?
He's rich.
That's right. He passed laws against the EPA. He's got 59 of his laws currently in the courts. That's what he did. Fuck! You're saying fuck the Constitution. When you want him blessed, you're saying fuck the Constitution.
And I kept saying the military-industrial complex has the largest carbon blueprint on the planet, and yet it's exempt from all of the treaties. It's exempt from the IPCC, and climate scientists don't want to talk about it. By the end of the conference, which was like 3 days in Denver or some fancy place, I was like the peacenik person, because I kept saying, and finally someone took me, what are we going to do about the military-industrial complex and war, because that's the greatest consumer of oil and the greatest producer of carbon. And people are just saying, we can't bite the hand that feeds us. Shh. And these are the climate scientists at the very top of the climate. They will not stand up against nuclear weapons and the war machine. And until they do, that's what you get.
But the climate scientists, they themselves will say that they're worried about the North Pole melting. Try a nation, let's say North Korea, with their leader sending 4 nuclear weapons, nuclear bombs, into the North Pole. You want the North Pole melting? It won't take 40 years.
That's
It'll
right.
take 40 minutes.
That's right.
So we have to battle nuclear weaponry. Nuclear non-proliferation is the only way.
Yeah.
Peace.
All the other countries in the world are uniting together to say, ban the bomb, make it illegal, and then force the nuclear nations to disarm. Because, you know, we're never going to do it. Obama just approved $1 trillion upgrade of the nuclear stockpile.
1 trillion point 2.
Right there, look right there.
Right here.
Yeah. $1 trillion upgrade.
Right. 1.2.
1.2 trillion. I know it's going to grow now.
And what happened is that 3 weeks after he signed that, he's in Hiroshima in front of the world press saying that he had always wanted a nuclear-free planet. After creating a budget for $1.2 trillion more for our nuclear arsenal.
And Obama's $1 trillion upgrade of the nuclear stockpile is a complete violation of the Non-Proliferation Treaty, where all of the signatories have promised to disarm and get rid of the nuclear weapons, and instead they're upping the entire, they're going to put $1.2 trillion into upgrading nuclear weapons. So now there's a new nuclear weapons race between the United States, China, and Russia, which we can't afford. About Earth. They trash Earth. Geologists work for resource extraction companies and oil companies. Chemists work for, genetic tech, and, they're like bioprospecting indigenous people and nature all the time.
The average scientist is somebody that'll turn their head and their back on what they studied, and when I say something, will act like I'm the nut job, even though they know that I'm saying the truth.
Right. So they're going to be here next April. Not this April, but the next April. And no one's outed their connection with Lockheed Martin. It's the United States Science and Engineering Festival, and they have like cheerleaders, and they got Bill Nye. It's just the most bizarre experience. I literally walked off stage and left because the bombing sounds from the Lockheed Martin booth were so loud that they couldn't hear me sing.
So it's like entertainment for them.
It always reminds me of what's that great awesome movie about it's a great movie about Vietnam, and they have to go in and get the bald guy, and it smells like napalm in the morning. Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
So remember when they bring in the dancers on the stage? It's just so weird. It's like that's such a great movie. Oh yeah, this is the end, my friends.
Day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side.
Heaven, war in heaven, gonna build a missile shield in outer space to protect us from evil rogue states, even if it starts a new high-tech arms race, which will win 'cause we're entitled to control and dominate. And no one else is half as rich to keep up with the spending rate. And we're so much better at building bombs than building peace. So forget that silly MPT and wimpy diplomacy. NMD, oh what a technical thrill. Ooh, the kill via kills. Ooh, space lasers give me the chills for heaven, war in heaven. And we were not stopped by the ABM Treaty, as old and out of date as Dick Cheney. Masters of space is our manifest destiny. Uber Alice!
We at the William Thomas Memorial Anti-Nuclear Peace Vigil approve of this message.